welcome your moderator, Kelly Riva.
Oh my gosh, how many Riverdale super fans are out in the crowd? Okay, I just watched that and I am shook F. Which is what all the kids are saying these days. All right, let's bring out your incredible cast and crew for Riverdale. Let's start with, of course, the executive producer of Riverdale, Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa. Fred Andrews himself, Luke Perry, Hermione Lodge, Marisol Nichols, Hiram Lodge, Mark Consuelos, Tony Topaz, Vanessa Morgan, Cheryl Blossom, Madeline Peck, Shirtless Archie Andrews, KJ Appa, Veronica Lodge, Camila Mendez, Betty Cooper, Lily Reinhardt, and Jughead Jones, Cole Sprouse. I love you! Let's hear it for Kevin Keller, Casey Cott. Josie McCoy, Ashley Murray. Alice Cooper, Machen Amick. F.P. Jones, Skeet Ulrich. And Riverdale executive producer Sarah Schechter. And executive producer John Goldwater. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us. Now, let's get right to it. We have a lot to unpack from last season. The first thing I would like to know, Roberto, is this season 3, as the Riverdale gang heads into their junior year of high school, will we at any point see anybody do any sort of schoolwork, homework, anything in a classroom happen?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we've got this great set. It's a high school. We very rarely use it. Absolutely. You know, one of the things we talked about in the writer's room when we started is how important junior year, and it's the first time kids are thinking about college. They're thinking about jobs after college. They're thinking about internships. They're doing tons of extracurriculars. And we're going to try to infuse this season with a lot more high school stuff. Still with all the crime and drama and mystery, but we're going to talk about the SATs, applying to colleges, advisors, clubs, all that stuff.
Who would have the highest SAT score on this panel, do you think?
Veronica. There's people or characters?
Yeah. No, I think they're characters.
Veronica.
Okay, so at the end of last season, the dreaded evildoer Hiram Lodge, aka my baby daddy, has solidified control of the South, right? Okay, with the help of Penny Peabody, the Ghoulies, and the Blossoms. I like to call them the Triangle of Doom.
For sure.
Yeah. What does this season hold? What will they continue their evil doing, or will we find out that there's a heart of gold somewhere deep within?
Maybe deep within. But you know, our cast lost the South Side to Hiram and the Legion of Doom, and when we meet them in the premiere, they're trying to maintain peace. The Serpents, led by Jughead Jones and F.P. Jones still, and with Betty and Cheryl, they're trying to maintain a peace between the Serpents and the Ghoulies and Hiram. But that quickly gets disturbed in our first episode back.
As I saw by that teaser. Okay, so Luke Perry, Fred Andrews. Hi. So I know you're determined to sort of save your son Archie from himself and from his legal woes, his troubles. But you're going to start working with some old friends, is that correct?
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always need your friends to get the good stuff done, get the hard stuff done. And Fred's no different. I've enlisted FP. Yes. And I've enlisted Tom Keller to help me. We got a few things.
So are you guys the hot dads of Riverdale? Which one of you, Luke, would you say is the hottest dad? I mean, if it's a contest between you and FP, say.
Oh yeah, FP.
I mean, excuse me, the man is sitting right here.
I'm good. It's FP.
Okay, so Marisol, Mayor Hermione, newly elected mayor of Riverdale. Right off the bat, she finds herself in crisis, an unexpected crisis. So how will she be dealing with that? How will she work her new role as mayor into her story?
I think that Hermione is really happy to have a little power of her own. Mm-hmm. And I think she's going to use that power to kind of change the way her marriage has been for the last season. So I'm really looking forward to that, and also for Hermione sort of rekindling the tenuous relationship that she had with Veronica for the second season, and hopefully getting back to that mother-daughter bond that they had in the first season.
Okay, well, let's, speaking of bonds, Hiram Lodge is new last season, Mark Consuelos. You are now the newly crowned kingpin of the South Side. You bought everything, you own everything, you have your octopus tentacles everywhere. What is in store for you? What can you tell us about your evil doing? And if you could say, if there was one crime you could commit that you haven't committed yet, what would it be?
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. I don't know yet. I mean, I think he's pretty much bought everything. I think right now he's going to just focus on being a thorn in his daughter's side. You know, he really wants to get her to acquiesce and do what he wants, but she's just as stubborn as he is. So I think they're going to butt heads, and then he's got to watch his back for Hermione because he knows she's coming for him.
Who's the most savage daddy, you or Hermione?
Hermione.
Hermione. All right, now we also have Vanessa Morgan, of course, Tobas. Is a series regular now, which is great. Congratulations. Now, here's the thing. I've learned so much from watching Riverdale the past 2 seasons. I did not understand what a ship was. I didn't know that. I didn't understand a ship. It had to be explained to me. But do you ship the Shoney? Is that right? You ship it?
I ship Shoney harder than I ship anything else.
Right? Everybody ship Shoney? Glad I said that right. So you're also going to find yourself in a rivalry with Josie, is that correct?
Me?
Potentially?
Is that correct? Well,
They may not know that.
Sorry. Or not. Never mind.
well, maybe I'm a little jealous that you had a crush on her at some point. You're like, oh.
Never mind.
Like I said, she's just starting out.
I made it up. I just made it up. Anyway, let's talk about Madeline, of course, Cheryl. Before we talk about season 3 and what's in store for Shoney, where did you learn archery so well? And is that like special effects? Because it looks like you know what you're doing.
So I learned that with like 2 practices right before we shot it, and all of those bullseyes were mine.
No.
I'm obsessed with archery now. Obsessed. I won't stop.
It's really incredible. I was like, oh, she did that like at
That's
camp.
a back workout, by the way. That is fully back muscles, which I never had before that. I shake when I do it, but it's so fun.
But you're emancipated now. You're in control of everything.
Or I think I am, at least. I don't think I actually.
How are you going to utilize your power? Will you use it for good or for evil?
Well, I think Cheryl will think it's for good.
Yeah.
but I think maybe it won't be perceived that way. Cheryl's in a place right now where she's kind of on like a power high. I mean, she's got her girlfriend for the first time ever. She is emancipated from her mother. You know, she's still the head cheerleader, and so I think now she's going to start making power grabs left, right, and center, which maybe won't be so great.
Well, let's move on over to KJ, Appa, Archie, of course. KJ, I'm not sure if you're aware, but last season left off, you were arrested for the murder of Cassidy Bullock. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah. And here's what I don't understand. So Andre really killed Cassidy.
Yes.
But nothing's gonna come of that, right? Nothing will happen. Is that correct?
Well, season 3, first episode starts off with Archie's on trial for the murder of Cassidy Bullock. And I guess, yeah, we'll see if he's going to go away or if he's not going to go away.
What's going to happen with you and Veronica? Will this solidify? Because sometimes relationships, trauma brings them really close together, and sometimes it breaks them apart. So where do you see your relationship going?
Yeah, I think definitely the distance and separation between them, if he goes away, is going to be tough. I think it will shake things up a bit.
And what about the super couple that is Harchie, which is Hiram and Archie?
I ship it too. I shipped it ever since I was in that headlock. It was just sniffing your bicycle.
Will there be any more weird wrestling scenes that I should warn about?
I hope we're doing more wrestling. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Good to know. All right, Camila Mendez, Veronica. When we left off, like, your boyfriend is being led out of the room in handcuffs. And so I'm assuming that season 3 is you primarily concerned with his well-being, his safety, and all of that. But also, you made a power move against your dad, Hiram, and you took Pops over from him, like you bought it right out from under him. Will we see your power expanding? Will you make other business moves?
I think so. I think Veronica's going to be like an entrepreneur in season 3. On top of being a high school student. But she'll be running a speakeasy in Pops. She's also, I feel like we're seeing a side of her we've never seen, because now she's obviously financially cut off from her father, and she needs to make her own money. And so she's working at Pops and just hustling. And I think it's a side of her that will show that she's not a spoiled rich girl, she's really trying to prove herself to everyone.
And do you think that she and Archie's relationship will become closer, or will you think it will be fractured because of everything they've been through?
I think they're gonna run into some problems. I don't wanna say too much.
Dramatic. Lily Reinhardt, Betty Cooper. I feel bad for you.
Oh, me too.
I want you to know that I feel like I see the whole world in your eyes every time you act. And when your father was revealed to be the Black Hood, that had to be very traumatic, right? Will we see you leaning into the trauma? Will you be dealing with it this season, or will you cut yourself off from it and take a different path?
Well, right off the bat, starting in season 3, we take place 3 months after season 2 left off. So it's they've gone through their summer already. They're about to go back to school, and Betty spent her summer doing an internship, and she was really distracting herself. And so you kind of see her doing everything she can in her power to not think about her dad. And Alex and Polly kind of attack her, and their new weird spirituality with the farm makes them, tell her that she needs to listen to her soul and really confront her problems. And so Betty wants to stay far, far away from them.
So what will be in store for your relationship with Jughead? Bughead is they are rock solid, or?
Right now, I think they're rock solid.
Cole Sprouse? Oh, Cole Sprouse?
Oh, yes.
Do you have anything to add? I have to say you barely survived season 2. Barely.
Yeah, Jughead got his ass kicked like 4 times.
was just a magnet for punches last season.
Do you think that maybe Archie will take Jughead to the gym this season and maybe
No,
some self-defense?
absolutely not. Actually, one of the first things Roberto and I had talked about was making Jughead eat a lot more. So he's gonna be chewing on something almost every scene, which is strange and fun. But for the Bugheads, it's looking pretty solid.
Yeah, they start off season 3 as the investigative duo that they were in season 1, which is fun. And so they kind of tackle one of the new mysteries of the season 3 head on and dive deep into it.
Will Gladys and Jellybean be cast this season?
They are coming to Riverdale.
They are coming. Roberto, do you know or can you announce who they are?
We cannot announce who they are. It's going to be around episode 8 or 9.
8 or 9, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, just curious. All right, that's exciting, guys. How many calories do you think you consume per episode, Cole?
I show up to work with on an empty stomach and just fill up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Good. All right, Casey caught Kevin Keller. You know, when we left off, it seems like you and Moose are like a thing. You're like a definite thing.
The make out in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you did. I mean, when I was in high school, if you made out in the bathroom,
You're a thing.
You're a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that did cement us as a thing. So that's going to be a thing in season 3, which is exciting.
But will Moose be public with his affection for you, or will it still be a closeted?
I think it's halfway right now. He's trying to figure it out. So we're trying to push him in the right direction. But we definitely are a thing, and we'll kind of watch him and I figure that out. It's going to be fun.
And do you think that, you know, with your dad is dating Josie's mom, will the two of you like become siblings? Step siblings?
I've heard a rumor that we might move in together this year.
Yeah,
so,
I like it.
do we share a bathroom?
I don't know.
What's going to happen? We'll figure that out.
Yeah, Ashley Murray, what are you hearing?
I'm hearing that we will share a bathroom, and I'm going to take the most time in it.
Kevin's got to get that coif perfect.
You know, the two of you, you know, I mean, I have to say this cast is incredibly talented. The two of you have such amazing voices. Will there be some duos, maybe?
Roberto?
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Oh, yes, there will be.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Sooner than you think.
Yeah, good. I knew the singing was really a hit when I was in Soul Cycle, and they were playing Milkshake from Riverdale in Soul Cycle. Yes. Which was I was like, I know this song.
Yay.
So, okay, Machen, Alice, tell me about the farm.
Girl, it's fun. Find your soul, your true soul. It heals you. You drink great tea, crystals. There's a really handsome cult leader. Yeah, it's good.
What do they grow at that farm?
A lot of greenery.
So I think the audience is thirsty for phallus. FP, are you thirsty for phallus?
There's not enough phallus in this room. Quench my thirst.
Wow.
Yes.
You're gonna want that one back.
But I mean, FP, you have like an interesting new position in town. Like you're gonna be,
Yes, he
sort of
does.
the consigliere to your son, right? Isn't he taking over the
Correct.
servant?
That word is really hard to pronounce, by the way. How do you say that?
Consigliere?
Yeah.
Did I say it okay?
Oh, you did it great. You did it great.
Yeah, I mean, he, obviously handed over the throne to Jughead at the end of the second season, but will never leave his son in the lurch. And he just takes on a new role, helping him make the serpent strong again so we can live out the big plan.
Wow. I like the big plan.
I like the big plan.
Reggie's not here, of course. Charles Melton is not here. But do we have a romance in store for Reggie, perhaps?
I think there will be an unlikely romance for Reggie.
Unlikely romance.
Starting in episode 3.
No kidding. Can you give me anything else than that I can take home to my...
I can tell you that he starts working at Veronica's Speakeasy.
Oh, you're kidding.
It's true, mate.
Also, John Goldwater, hi. So how is it that you can take characters that are essentially almost 80 years old and make them so modern and relevant and topical in this day and age?
Well, there was a lot of steps along the way. It was actually amazing. But in 2013, we put out this comic book called Afterlife with Archie. That was just amazing. It was Archie in the zombie apocalypse. And it was written by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, the showrunner here and it was a game changer for us. Actually, in the third book, Archie is bashing in the skull of his zombie father to save his mother, and people loved it. They were oh my God, people are totally okay with Archie killing his own father to save his mother. So at that point, kind of everything was on the table, right?
I like it.
Anyway, and here we are with Riverdale, it's been a great journey, really great journey.
One thing I've learned from my fandom experience with Riverdale is that you all have the best, most devoted, most clever, most interesting fans. I thought it would be nice to give them extra time to ask questions because, I could go all day, but don't you want your questions answered? Yeah. Okay, so let's see who's first. Oh my gosh, you're adorable. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Angelica. I go by Angeli. I just wanted to say that I love the show, which is why I'm shaking pretty badly right now. But my question is for the whole cast, what is the weirdest / strangest fan interaction you've ever had?
A fan Venmo'd me $100 on my birthday.
Let somebody
No! And I cashed it.
That sounds great.
That's amazing. Anybody else?
I had a girl throw a frog at me outside, which was really strange.
Outside of Petco?
Outside of a Petco.
What were you doing outside of a Petco?
Just going to look at the hamsters in the
Okay.
Shopping for hamsters, were you?
Yeah, she had this little green tree frog, and I was like, hey, what's in the bag, small girl? And she was like, a frog, and she took it out and just threw it, and it just...
It splattered on your chest.
It just exploded. Rippling my pecs. And then I gave the frog back, and that was that. That was the end of that.
That's an amazing fan encounter. That frog will never be the same. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Kylie, and my question is, what is the craziest or funniest thing that happened backstage? Like any pranks on each other or anything?
Take it away, Lou.
Well, I did have, the serpents and all that, and Hermione tried to scare me with the snake in the diner, and when we were doing the scene,
I didn't try to scare you in the diner.
Oh, okay.
You threw the snake at me in the
Yes,
diner.
and that was the point. We were doing the scene, and we had a real snake, and I kept saying, keep that snake away from me. I don't like them, and I really don't like them, and Marisol kept teasing me, oh, a snake, it's only a snake.
No.
Exact opposites?
And then I took this rubber snake and put it in my jacket. And when we were doing the scene, I let the rubber snake out. And then we saw who was really afraid of snakes. Climbing back over that booth. It was funny. It was good.
How's that? That's good. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
My question is, do you have any advice for high school students?
We don't do schoolwork.
Stay in school.
Register to vote.
Yeah.
Register to vote.
Hi, what's your name and what's your question? You got to read it off your phone. This is going to be a deep question. Hi. Okay, go ahead.
So, Cheryl changed so much from season 1 to season 2, and so much has happened. So what do you guys think contributed to that most?
I feel like 100% of the reason why she changed is she finally got to come out, which was very huge for her, and it was something that was pushed down. It was pushed down by the person who's supposed to love her the most. Her mother didn't love this huge part of herself. So she created this facade to be this mean girl in season 1 that you see. And then towards the end of season 1, the gang starts opening up to her. She realizes she's got a support group. Season 2, a new girl runs around. Cheryl is obsessed with her. She's scared to come out because the person she came out to first pushed it down and told her that that was deviant and that she can't be that way. And so that's kind of why she's blossomed into who she is now. She's living her truth now, so that's why she's changed so much.
Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
I'm sorry, nervous. Hi, my name is Helen. I'm Mexican, and so my question is, if you could choose a superhero to play your character on the series, who would it be and why?
Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I've always loved Spider-Man, and Tom Holland's a legend.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as the Hulk, as Jughead.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'd be Jonah Hex, bad brother on a horse.
Wonder Woman for Alice Cooper, just because she's.
Then that makes me Supergirl.
Oh wait,
That's right, baby.
I would definitely have Jason Momoa as Aquaman.
You keep talking about Jason Momoa.
Who wouldn't?
He's got a crush.
Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Montana. I just wanted to say, Cole, please become a comedian because you are hilarious. My question is, what has been your favorite part, the best thing about your Riverdale experience so far?
Meeting these people.
Agree.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Comic-Con's very validating. It's dangerously validating. But one of the best parts is seriously having gone to these conventions in costume before the show and seeing people playing characters we play on TV in full costume. That's really cool. That's something that you know, the weepy youth that I would have just giggled with joy thinking that this was going to happen eventually.
Did you do that this year? Did you dress up in costume, Cole?
Yeah, I'm dressed as Dylan Sprouse today.
Did anyone recognize you?
No.
Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Brittany, and real quick, I wanted to say, KJ Appa, my boyfriend Alex has a huge man crush on you. Nice. My question is for Cole. Since Jughead is now the leader of the Serpents, if he could pick any character or actor to now join the Serpents, who would he pick?
Oh man, I'm probably gonna have to say Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Jughead.
You guys do have a lot of famous fans, though. Who's the most famous person that you've heard of, like, reaching out to you in some way to sort of...
You?
Besides me, yeah. No, I mean actually famous people.
Kate Moss.
Kate Moss.
Kate Moss was cool. Andrew Garfield walked up to us at the Met Ball and was like, I want to let you guys know I'm a huge fan. You guys are great. Oh, thank you. God.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Mark
Hamill.
For sure.
Yeah.
He tweeted about
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, and superfan Kelly Ripa.
Yeah, who would we play? We would play somebody's younger sibling.
For sure.
Good. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi Kelly, I'm Riverdale cast. My name is Lauren, and I know this question won't apply to everyone, as many of you have experienced fame and notoriety prior to the show. But I was wondering for the cast members who are experiencing this magnitude of fame for the first time, in today's social media age with its complete and utter lack of privacy, Has that been a difficult transition, and how have you dealt with that?
Great question.
He's very eloquent.
Yeah.
I think social media, you can still control how much you share with people. I don't know that social media necessarily makes it worse. It just makes it so that if you do tweet something, it's set in stone and everyone can see it. And I think that can be kind of scary when you're going into it. But I think at the end of the day, all of us are pretty normal on social media. I think we just treat it like we would if we weren't famous, right? So I feel like you just have to be authentically yourself, and if you're confident in who you are, you're not going to upset people, or hopefully you shouldn't care.
Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
My name is Olivia. My question is, Riverdale is like Archie Comics meets Twin Peaks. I was wondering if you guys were avid Twin Peaks fans? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mate, did you ever see that show? You should watch it.
My Twin Peaks succession led to Mitch and coming into audition for us, thankfully. Yes, it's a heavy influence in David Lynch's King. Or Allegiant, as Katie would say.
Allegiant. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Leanne, and there's so many theories in the Riverdale fandom that, is there any theories that has like snatched your wig?
My wig? These are just extensions. Them, you're asking them.
Mine is a wig. It's too. I'm alright.
There were a lot of people that thought I was the Black Hood.
No
I was
way.
like, there's no way. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you're a serial killer, but you're not the Black Hood.
Yeah. Way to ruin season 3.
That's true though. What's the strangest theory? Is there a strange, has anybody?
There was one where they thought that you were Polly. What was it?
Yeah. They
Oh,
thought
that was great.
Betty was imagining Polly and she wasn't actually real.
This was early on in season.
No, this was like episode 3 before you actually were introduced to Polly, which I understand. People always ask us about fan theories, but it's like, I don't really hear that many of them.
Yeah.
So maybe send us some more, like tweet
Yeah.
us some more wild theories.
And fan fictions too.
Wait, there was one that there was one that I liked where it said Jughead's biological father is Ross from Friends. That one's my favorite.
Or that Penny Peabody is actually Betty's aunt and sisters with Alice.
Yeah, which I kind of like that idea.
There was also the rumor that Penny Peabody was Sweet Pea's mother because they both had the word P.
I read that too. Somebody actually tweeted that people were Instagramming me questions, and that was
Yeah.
those people kept asking over and over again. They were really emphatic about it.
All the peas are in one pot.
I'm curious though, Roberto, I just want to ask you really quickly, the farm, I watched this documentary not too long ago called Wild Wild Country. I don't know if anybody saw it, but it's about sort of like a cult, a religious cult, a fitness cult, if you will. Is the farm based anywhere on that group of people?
Yeah, we've been teasing the farm since Polly and Jason in season 1, and it felt like there was a big confluence, that there was that great documentary on Netflix, and then of course the horrific Allison Mack Smallville cult.
Yeah.
And it felt like, oh, this could be an interesting story to explore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great documentary.
Yeah, very topical. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Trinity, and I love you guys like all of you guys. And I was wondering if FP and Alice get together, what'll happen with Jughead and Betty's relationship?
Well,
That gets a little weird,
they
right?
don't get married.
One happy family.
Tune in to episode 3.
What?
Really?
Tune in to episode 3.
Oh God.
Oh.
I can't wait to watch
And we don't even know what episode 3 is.
Yeah, we haven't read it yet.
We're all
You
going,
can tune into episode 1 and 2 first.
For sure.
Yeah,
See,
right?
smart,
Always
yeah.
thinking. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Ashley. First of all, I want to say thank you for your show. And also, I was
if Betty doesn't join the Serpents, how will that affect the Bughead relationship?
Well, she's the Serpent Queen now. And so at the beginning of the season, you see her own that title. So she's technically the Serpent Queen. Yeah, she's there. She's doing it.
Hey,
Get your tattoo soon. though.
how do you think Alice?
You need to get your tattoo soon.
Yeah.
How would Alice react to Betty getting a serpent tattoo?
Alice has one.
Yeah.
somewhere. We don't know where it is yet.
She probably would, yeah, she'd probably advise her where to put it, what it means, whether it's old school or new school. I think she'd be okay with it.
The new Alice would. Probably.
Yes, the new Alice.
Not the old one.
Where would Betty put her tattoo if Betty got one? Where would she put it? Where would you like
But I
to
feel like
see
the
it?
snake would have a ponytail on it.
Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name's Courtney, and I was just wondering, obviously a lot of fans waited a long time to see you guys, and I wondered when you were younger if there was anyone or anything that you would have waited overnight to see.
Spider-Man.
Harry Potter 110%.
The OC. Shout out to Rachel Bilson. I love you.
Top Gear. Top Gear? That was my favorite show growing up. Top Gear.
Top Gear.
Top Gear.
Top Gear. Lizzie McGuire.
I was a big Lord of the Rings kid.
You looked like what Legolas with his long hair.
Go on.
No, when you had long blonde hair, you looked like an elf.
You look like Gimli right now,
For the Gimli vibe, yeah.
Yep.
90210.
It's where Mark and I first met, waiting in line to see you.
I appreciate it.
Luke was very nice to us.
The sweet life on deck.
I slept out for Michael Jackson tickets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with my mom.
I know you and I are the only two. We're like,
We're like, oh yeah, I know him. I'm not inside.
Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Sonia, and I was wondering if the entire cast is actually hung out off set, and what activities do you like to do?
Lots of karaoke.
Not enough.
Cole
Yeah,
doesn't
you're
talk to
right.
me anymore.
Cole doesn't talk to you.
No, we don't hang out anymore.
No, not after the accident.
Shots fired.
No, we're each other's best friends. Madeline and I were roommates season 1, and Cammy and I
Best year of my
lived
life.
together in LA this past hiatus. So yeah, we're pretty
We
cool.
eat a lot.
A lot.
We go to restaurants a lot.
Yeah. Right.
It's a fun thing to do. It's my favorite thing.
Yes, it is, Casey.
Yeah.
I did get concerned in LA. I follow you guys on Instagram, and I got really concerned when Camila would open the freezer to show your Thin Mints that she was eating, and there was literally no other food in the house. And
Kelly called me. Kelly and Mark called me right after that. They're like, "Are you okay? Do you need us to get you food?"
we know people. We can get food to you.
We just order and never eat at home.
No, you
I don't
ordered
eat at
creation every
I ordered creation every day for like 3 months.
Roberto, I want to ask about casting. Now, are there any additions coming up that you can reveal? Is there anybody that you can announce that's coming on to this season of Riverdale?
Yeah, we've got such a huge and amazing ensemble that for the first few episodes we're really focusing on the group of people that's on this stage. We are bringing some of the Joneses, as was previously announced, and we're talking to some really exciting gentlemen to play Edgar Evernever, who is the lead of The Farm.
Oh my gosh, I have so many thoughts about that. I really do. I also have some questions that people just wanted to know. Like, I got this a lot. People were asking me to ask you all, who is the biggest on-set flirt? Who flirts the most?
Luke
Perry.
Luke Perry.
Right. That's interesting, like the men and the women said.
That ain't
Yeah.
so, man. This is not the way.
We could take a vote.
I'm there to work. I'm professional. I'm about to work.
He's just naturally charming, so they take it. And
Yeah.
He opens his
Twinkly
mouth.
eyes.
and He's flirting with me.
Smoldering.
Who's the funniest?
Cole.
KJ.
Casey.
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 Oh, thanks, guys.
Who thinks they're the funniest?
Cole.
Cole.
That's definitely.
This one was also asked a lot, and I just think it's going to be a toss-up. But who works out the most?
KJ.
I don't think Mark was at all. AJ and Charles. And Mark.
Mark. Yeah.
And Mark.
I think
Mark.
KJ.
I mean, sometimes we wrap at like 2 a.m. and KJ's like, well, gotta go for a run.
We wrapped at like 4 a.m. the other day and KJ biked home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Shirtless.
Wish I would
Shirtless.
Yeah.
Shirtless. I feel like KJ, and I don't want to upset anybody, but I feel like your shirts are sort of like the food in Lily and Camila's house. Do you need shirts? Do you need to get you shirts?
Yeah, I'm just more comfortable with that one on, to be honest. I just throw that on.
Do you want to take one off now?
The most cast requests I get are from Lily, who says, "Can I have my hair down in the scene?" and from KJ, who says, "Can I do the scene without a shirt on?"
The ponytail I totally get, because ponytails hurt. You get a headache from them.
Yeah.
But without the shirt, huh?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I've been into an audition with no shirt on. How did it go?
How did that go?
How did it
Magic Mike?
I didn't do it again.
In a real life wrestling match, honestly, in a real life wrestling match between you and Mark, who would win?
What do you guys think?
Mark.
Mark.
It's true.
Hi, what's your name? What's your question?
Hello, I'm Alyssa, and I have to first say I love you all. Like, so much. Okay.
Love you too.
So kind.
And my question, so if this all randomly turned supernatural and you had to fight a villain, what character from any universe would it be?
Spider-Man. Tom Holland's a legend.
Sorry. Mine would actually be Spider-Man.
A villain?
Wonder Woman.
Also not a villain either.
I don't think you understood the assignment.
Are we supposed to
villain?
who we're gonna fight?
A villain.
I would fight Maleficent.
Okay.
I'd take down Sirius Black.
You better not. What? Did you watch it? Wrong.
Apparently,
Uh-oh, the Hufflepuffs are getting angry over here.
apparently, Skeet's a Death Eater. Sirius Black is one of the good guys.
Yes.
Apparently we're the villains, because every single one of us is like, we want to fight the good guys.
My name's Luke, so it would have to be Darth Vader.
Oh.
That's a good answer. So you understood the assignment.
I love
These kids are never in school, so they don't know.
the Riverdale cast versus the White Walkers. Imagine that.
We'd lose hard.
I don't think we'd make it there. Kevin would die quick. Quick.
Probably.
Hi, what's your name? What's your question?
Hi, my name is Alan. Love you, Luke Perry. Love you all, cast. My question is for Madjen. You've been in, from David Lynch's Twin Peaks, great show by the way, all the way down to Riverdale.
Yeah.
How do you get into the mindset of playing Alice Cooper? Because you play her down to a T. And there are times that on the TV we're like, she said and did what?
Well, it was really fun because I was filming the third season of Twin Peaks while I did the pilot to Riverdale. So I was going, putting my waitress uniform on and bringing Shelley back, and I feel like Shelley was she's not perfect, but I think she was a very kind mother. just never wanted to upset her daughter or push her away, and then I would step into Alice Cooper's pumps and pearls, and just would, run over her daughter like a freight train. So it was fun.
Hey, Machen, can you do me a favor?
What?
Will you say, "That's right, I said inbred"?
That's right, I said inbred.
Favorite line. I tried to make it a ringtone on my phone, and
I'll
I
sing
couldn't
for
do
you.
it. My favorite line.
I'll record it for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, what's your name? What's your question?
Hi, I'm Lindsay. My question was for Lily and Cammy, but also kind of Riverdale. There was a lot of tension between Betty and Veronica last season, mostly due to some of the choices in their lives that were kind of influenced by the adults in their lives. Are we gonna get to kind of see them bond over the manipulation?
I'll take that, but no.
No,
I don't know, Roberto.
for sure, we're going to see Betty and Veronica being friends again. We're going to see Jughead and Archie being friends again. We're going to try to focus a little bit more on the friendships. But yeah, you will, definitely.
Hi. What's your name?
My name is Hannah, and I love you all so much, but I have to say, Cole, I'm obsessed with you. My question is, there's been a couple of deaths lately on the show. Is there going to be any more? And will it be touching for the fans?
I think only Roberto knows the actual answer to that, but my instinct tells me that this is Riverdale. People are going down.
We all die.
But not every
Jeez.
man who did that shit.
An existential over here.
Hi, what's your name? What's your question?
Hi, my name's Nalea, and my question is, isn't Polly the one who has the darkness inside, not Betty? It's looking kind of creepy in season 2, so...
Yeah, Polly definitely has darkness in her. Yeah.
That's a great question.
Great question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Betty?
Well, you answered it, right? Yeah, Polly's the messed up one. I don't know why Betty thought she was so messed up. It's like, this girl ran off to a farm.
But there's a lot of trauma in that family. I mean, there's
gonna be
there's
even
deep,
more,
deep
believe
layers
me.
of stuff.
And her baby daddy died, was found dead. She's got a lot.
Yeah, she's gone through a lot. Well, now season 3, it's just the 3 Cooper women in the house and then the 2 babies. And from the preview, it doesn't look too good for the babies.
No, it did
yeah.
not.
I had this thing when I met Skeet's kids. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys could be the grown-up babies. Like if they all of a sudden, if all of a sudden we snapped ahead and they were.
Like they went
Juniper
over to
and
camp
Dad.
and then they come back as teenagers.
Teenagers.
Yeah, for sure, coming soon.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah.
You can start working. Hi, what's your name? What's your question?
Hello, I'm Helena, and my question was, what would you like to happen in the new season?
Oh.
Let's see Cheryl happy.
No.
What do you think, Roberto?
I think we can make that happen.
No.
There you go.
Don't you need conflict?
There will be conflict as well.
Let's see FP and Alice together.
That it?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Hi. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Kim, and I was wondering, since we have an origin story, or sort of an origin story towards the parents, will we ever see an episode of the parents as students at Riverdale High?
There might be a flashback episode coming soon. Right, Roberto?
That is true. We are planning to do that.
And then here, like, put the tabs on and pull our base. Like they did in X-Men, I love that.
So we will see a flashback.
Yeah, I think when we started, we had a wish list of all the kinds of episodes we wanted, and season 1, we wanted to do that episode. We wanted to have the kids playing the grown-ups in flashback. We haven't had a chance to do that, but I think we're going to do it pretty soon, pretty early in season 3. I know that a lot of the cast is looking forward to that.
Do we get to put our parents?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sick.
Is there going to be another musical episode?
There will definitely be another musical episode.
All right, now we have I think we have a couple of contest winners. We had somebody, what?
I know you were Miss New Jersey.
It was not. It's a constant misconception.
Sorry.
No, but we had contest winners that they selected a name from, I'm not sure, I don't know where the name is. It's not.
Here we
Oh,
go.
it's coming. Thanks so much.
text.
Okay, so we have an online sweepstakes winner, and I'm not sure if this person is here or not. But the online sweepstakes winner who will win a set visit to Riverdale is, it's a funny name, Kate Veronica from New York, New York. Are you here? Are you here?
No.
Not here.
Pretend to be you.
Well, we should definitely have somebody from in the house win a set visit to Riverdale, shouldn't we? We should definitely. So maybe we could get the.
Kelly, I think everyone who asked a question, we got their names, we put them in a bowl.
Oh, great.
And I think the bowl is working its way towards
So
the
you're way ahead of me.
I think I'm right with
You have all you're the ideas man. Okay, so somebody here is going to win a set visit to Riverdale. And a what? You didn't what? What's the matter? You can tell me, I can hear you. I know, they're double winners. Life is not fair.
But we're very glad you're here.
Life is so unfair. Right. You're right, I'm mad for you now. I'm gonna file a complaint when I get backstage. Okay. So, and then I think they're gonna get to come, this is really gonna trigger you. They're gonna get to come backstage and meet the cast. I know, it's not fair. It's totally unfair.
What's your name? Lillian, it's been nice to meet you.
Oh my God, did you see that? You just had that moment.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Nobody can take that away from you. I mean, where is this bowl of names?
They're writing them out. Should we take a question?
Yeah, we'll take another question in the interim.
Hi, my name is Shelby.
Hi.
My question is more for the writers and producers. The cast of the show has been working to show their support for positive LGBT representation, and I was wondering if the writers and producers were aware of the negative impacts of queer baiting, and if they are going to pay attention to the importance of having queer people telling queer stories.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, I think working on the show has been a learning experience for me, for all of the writers, for everyone connected to the show, and representation is a hugely important thing for me as a gay man, and I think we're making big strides, and we'll always continue to try to do better and represent the spectrum of everyone who's out there.
Yeah, and inclusion, and it's important to me, and I'm a straight man. You don't have to be gay or in that community to want to have you guys be a part of everything we do, you know? And that's the place I come from. I'm all about it.
Just waiting for that bowl.
It's all right, we got people here.
Yeah, I've got some more questions from just viewers at home that couldn't be here. Does anybody have a hidden talent that we, the audience, we don't know about?
Let's see it, Lily. What? Show him.
Do it.
The head thing. Talent.
Again?
Do it, Lil.
Do it.
I did it the first season of Comic-Con. God, I'm gonna hear screams from you guys. I can turn my neck. I feel like a lot of people.
Just do it. Show them.
Wait, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
So weird.
I can go the other way.
Oh my God. You're like an owl.
Yeah.
That is
Thanks,
so
Mads.
weird.
That's terrifying.
Got you, boo. Oh my gosh.
You're going to have to excuse me after that.
I never knew that. That's hidden.
Write that down. Write that down. That's
For sure.
the story point. All right, look what I have.
You have a bowl.
I have the bowl. Does anybody want to, KJ, you want to come pick out the name?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
K. James, get him, brah.
Take your shirt off.
Take it out. Take your shirt off. Just kidding. That second part I didn't mean. Go ahead, do it.
Oh.
Do it.
Yeah, man. It's my boy.
Okay.
Licking his lips.
It's Casey's face.
Yeah, it's Casey's face. Montana Shaw?
Montana.
Shaw. Are you here? Yes?
Come on up.
Come on
You're
down.
definitely here. Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you go to the back, you're going to come backstage and meet everybody, okay?
Oh.
Yeah. I already said that.
And you
part.
get a washer and dryer. We're running this thing like a game show. Yeah.
There she goes.
Johnny, tell her what she's won.
It's a new car.
She's running.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. You guys are the best fans any
you
show
all.
has ever seen.
Love you much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
And don't forget, October 10th is the premiere of Riverdale on the CW, so make sure you tune in October 10th. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you guys so much.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to click to the right to check out another awesome Comic-Con video, and don't forget to subscribe.